Hi guys, so day one, as you can see, I am absolutely filthy. The pictures aren't even doing my face or my body any justice right now. I'm a mess. We get there and there was one other girl, one other guy, an older guy, and then the boss, and me and Tom. The other girl is Japanese, she doesn't speak much English, but we are like Google translating, and she asked us if we can learn her English, bless her. So she seems nice. Her boyfriend's just left because he's done his 88 days now, and they're staying in Tweeds Heads, whereas we're Kingscliff. So it's only about 10 minutes away from Tweeds Heads, but still, yeah, hopefully she learns a bit better English, and like I said, we can maybe start going out with her and stuff, because she seemed really nice. She gave me some gloves, bless her, because at first, like, stay at my nails, oh, don't even get me started. So the first things first is there's just these rows of, I don't know what to say, just rows on the floor, and he said, right, so you need to pick up this tape bit, pull all these weeds out, and pull the tape out. Well, the Japanese girl, she was rapid. She was like, you know, because she'd been there 2 months, so she'd done that, and you're pulling all these out, and oh, it was back-breaking, like just leaning over the floor, picking all them out, like all these, barehanded as well, like no gloves. Like I said, my nails, Tom's the same, we're definitely buying gloves, even though she gave me hers, we're just going to buy our own, so we've got them. Luckily though, that was first thing this morning, so, and it weren't too hot. Then we went, he gave us a safety briefing on the tractor. The tractor goes around and then picks up and digs up everything that we've not got. So like it picks up all the sweet potatoes and it goes on a conveyor belt, and it's a 4-person job. So there's the tractor driver, there's someone at the bottom, and then there's 2 on the conveyor belt. And we kept switching like positions other than the tractor driving. And then the guys asked for our license, like numbers and stuff, so I'm assuming at some point we will be able to drive the tractor. So that'll be good. Tom will like that. I think I will as well, to be honest. And on the conveyor belt, the one at the bottom is closest and stopping rocks and things like that getting in. And there's all these pinch points, so you can get open at any minute. And again, at this point I didn't have gloves. So I then switched with Tom and I went to the top. And the people at the top, so the girl at the top and Tom had to pick up all the potatoes, put them on a conveyor belt, and then the girl had to control the levers and things like the buckets. So it's teamwork, but it's hard work, and it's all about communication as well, especially on that. And he was like really big on safety, us just being safe and things like that, like saying when to shout when the bucket's full, and saying like, you know, if there's a rock or anything like that. So we did that. That weren't as back-breaking as pulling all the weeds. We did the weeding for about 2 hours, and then he said, give us the tractor briefing, and we did that for about half an hour, and then he said we can go for a break. We all went outside, obviously we had a bit of our bake, and then everyone started eating. So I thought, at this point it's like 9 o'clock, and I thought, is everyone having their dinner now? I was starving as well. I'd really built up an appetite. I'd only had a banana for my breakfast, so I didn't eat. I just had a bit of my vape, because clearly that's all I wanted, and some water. Carried on, just had my water and my vape, carried on, and then we went into the packing shed, and we had to pack all the sweet potatoes that we'd picked. I have to go through all this shower stuff. This shower stuff like sprays everything onto it, and then you've got to peel off the top, see if it's like what grade it is and things like that. I went over it all with us, and it was confusing, but we did it, and I'm glad we did, because we're all right now and I'm alive. Hi guys, so we are on day 4 now, nearly finished the week. Today went well. Tom drove the tractor today. I'll put a picture up, and I drove the ute like there and back, and once with Yume and then once on my own. We learnt loads of Japanese words again. Well, Tom did. I'm not really taking any of it in. What do you know now, Tom? Ohio means hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. See what I mean?
Konnichiwa means hello.
Konnichiwa means hello.
Domo arigato
Domo arigato
means thank you very much.
Thank you very much. He knows all sorts because he just spends his dinner with Yume outside using Google Translate. He's teaching her words and she's teaching him. It's quite funny because they both just sit outside vaping, learning languages. So yeah, last day tomorrow, and then I will upload this vlog. I will try and get a bit more pictures and videos, but I can't guarantee because, like I said, you're that busy, you don't have your phone. Thanks, guys. I'm not sure how much trouble I was getting for filming. Oh shit. But this is a typical day. Oh man. Can we just pull all the sweet potato off? And if I did get in trouble, I'd be like, it's for the content. So sorry there's not an awful lot. Because I'm currently down doing this. I just stay here on my own as well. Like I stay quite far away from everyone because I'm in my zone. This is fucking shit today because the tractor's broke and we've got to handpick them by these. Usually the tractor pulls them on. I'm starving and I'm getting aggy. So now, because we've done all that and the tractor fucking broke this morning, Tom's back is in bits. Come on, you may show him what to do.
Ah,
Come on, yeah.
oh. I don't know if I've made it worse. Fuck hell.
No one else is here. Me and Tom got here pretty quick. So we're weeding now. And weeding basically is like, so these are the sweet potato ones, and weeding is like just pulling out all the shit that's in them, ready for when we come on the tractor that pulls them off anyway. So I think it's a pretty pointless fucking job, but it's probably not, because apparently it rots like the potatoes or something. So yeah, I am only managing to get little bits of videos here and there, because this morning was a fucking manic, chaotic. But right now it's just me and Tom. So I'm still pulling them out. Wish there was like a hidden camera here just to show like what we're doing. But yeah, it's all fun and games. There's more of us now though. There's another English couple who were really nice as well. Like we helped them last night at the campsite and things, and probably get on well. Here they are. Pull it up. And yeah, so this is weeding. We'd packed as well for a bit, but I didn't really get many videos there because you're in a shed. But we let Cameron put his music on, so that was alright. So yeah, back to the grind I guess. Just really fucking...
To get you off the ground, I'm not even told to get you up. Right, when I say it, exhale. Yeah.
You should do it back to back.
Wait, smash up.
Actually falls. This is a bit of like week 1 and week 2 because we're in week 2 now on Tuesday. Today was a really, really tough day. Like the tractor broke this morning. I probably said before in a couple of my videos when I was trying to show you some of the weeding. That's nothing compared to, like, that was quite nice and easy, and the packing shed is quite nice and easy, it's just tedious, whereas the work we did this morning was horrible. Like the tractor broke, the tyre or something went, so the digger came through and we had to like hand pick the potatoes, and you had to pick up the crates and pop them into the buckets. Obviously the guys did that. Tom did quite a lot of the crates, and so did the other guy Cameron, and then Tom had to ask Nathan to do some. But it was just torturous, like the way we were stood, and it just weren't nice. Like I'm a mess. Like we wanted to do this, we wanted the experience. I'm kind of glad we are doing it, but hospitality is also an option, isn't it, on your 88-day visa? And at the minute we're literally working just to sleep in our van, which we can free camp anywhere and do that. So today's just been a shitter. Yeah, Tom's just really not greatly impressed right now because yeah, I just think everyone was just in a bit of a dance today. Like it's one of them days, isn't it? I'm okay, like my back doesn't hurt and stuff, but I'm a lot shorter and I didn't do a lot of the heavy lifting. And
But would you prefer 50% more money with accommodation?
But yeah, I probably would prefer more money with accommodation included and be clean. So it is part of the experience. We're literally living in the experience at the minute, and there is more people to keep us going. That's what keeps you going. The morale, isn't it? Like the more people there is, and yeah. So I'm sure we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll just see how we get on. But I'll keep you guys posted and I'll show you like bits of what we did today, but like I say, that is nothing. If you're watching this video and you're watching the bits that we have done, please don't think that is all we do, because that is not all we do. That was nothing. That was minuscule compared to what we do. That was the nice bit of the day. I really wish I'd recorded the bad bit of the day. Like, I think I got a little clip of them buckets where we had to bend down and pick, but I didn't get a lot because everyone was in a bad mood, so I really didn't want to get my phone out. But when we was reading before, I was like, oh fuck it, it's for the content, and no one was there, so it was easy. But the shed, I can't show you the shed, but it's literally just packing in boxes, and you mark them, like you look at them and you put them into like medium, smalls, large, seconds. That's for the golden ones, and then the normal ones you have extra small as well. But you pick up 3 or 4, you check them out, you see what they are. If you've got to put them, you've got to put them. If not, then you put them in the box. Packing is alright. Like, I could probably do packing all day, but it's tedious. I do like the fact it's mixed up. Do you like the fact it's mixed up? It just gives you a break of it, doesn't it? Like, gets you out of the sun, you've got the fan on, bit of music on. It's not too bad. We had a late smoko today because we only filled 6 bins and he wanted 10s done. So he asked me to go and tell everyone to march over there, and I was livid. I was like, we're not going smoko, which is break. We're not going smoko until we've filled all these bins up. And everyone's face just dropped because, you know, you're waiting for that break, aren't you? You are waiting for that, like, oof, give me a bit of my cig or get me a drink. And yeah, especially when that was the hardest work we've done today. But hopefully the tractor's fixed and it's not like that tomorrow, and we will be thankful for that tractor. Like, everyone was like, we're going to kiss it. Like, it's going to be amazing. And we're only on Tuesday, so wish us luck for the rest of the week. I tell you though, if we see this full week out, like on week 2, we see this full week out, I am going to get so fucking drunk on Friday. Like, I'm not going to be able to walk drunk because we need it. Especially after the weekend we had. Like, the weekend, we was like, yes, yeah, our first payday weekend. Still need to go to the bank, actually. The bank fucking swallowed my card. We got recovered in a recovery truck. Like, you just can't write it. Like, I don't know if it's the universe or the signs or anything telling me, I don't know, but yeah, I've not cried. And if I don't laugh, I probably will cry. So that's it for today, guys, because I'm probably going to go and cry in the pool. Peace. Hi guys, so it's, what day is it today? Wednesday. And this is the state of me today. I've had a shower as well and I'm still this grim. Me and Courtney like did our nails before just to make them like look a little bit prettier, even though they're not going to. The state of my legs, like, I'm just, yeah, it's tough. Today weren't as bad as yesterday though, was it? Like, for any of us, I don't think. I lifted so many big fucking boulders, like massive rocks that was so heavy. I don't know what came over me this morning. I had a coffee from this place called Cubby's, and I swear I was just, it must have been, what did Alex say, Tom? She's on speed. Like, I was literally like mad woman. No, I told Alec that I was fuming that Nathan always goes and feeds the cows and Tom and all the guys, and I said I can do it. So then I was adamant to just show that I could like lift heavy stuff because I want to feed the fucking cows. So yeah, another day, another dollar, I guess. But we are still in the van, which isn't ideal. We're all looking somewhere now though, as 4 of us. But we'll just have to see what comes up, because the idea of me and Tom working wasn't actually for the money side of things. It was just for get out of the van for 3 months with accommodation included, to be able to save as well. But obviously if we've got to pay for accommodation, and then you don't want to miss out either, like a bit of FOMO. So with accommodation we would be paying like $400, $200 each for accommodation a week. That's what we're maxing, because we pay $400 between us here on the campsite, so I don't want to really be spending any more than that. And then like if you want to go out the weekend and stuff, which we want to, like this weekend we want to go to Surfers, and you know, you do want to do things, we're not even going to be saving money. So the only thing we would be doing it for is the 88 days. So I don't know, having a bit of a day. I'm not, like, it's so fucking weird, I can't even explain it to you. Sometimes you love it, like in the packing shed and stuff. I enjoy that, and even pulling the weeds and stuff, some of that I enjoy, like pulling the shoots. Yeah, I do enjoy some bits, and I think, oh, it could be worse, and I'm enjoying it, and we're all having a laugh, and everyone gets each other through. the day. Like, we taught Yume fucking hell today. She's probably going to be the most northern Japanese person ever, because she's just surrounded by all of us northerners, and the only words she seems to be learning are swear words. So I tried telling her the timetables before as well, and I said some like 8 timetables, and what did I say to Tom? I said like 8, 16, 24, 36. Tom was like, it's not 36. So fuck knows what I was thinking. And then I was like, why am I teaching anybody the timetables? Like, yeah, I probably couldn't even teach a child the timetables. But so yeah, we're all getting there, and we get each other through the day, but it's okay. It's okay. I think I'm just going to get an early night tonight. Last night we all sat and had a few beers, because Cameron and Courtney got us some drinks, which was really nice. We all had a few drinks. Me and Courtney sat like in the van, and Cameron and Tom sat here. But I'm just going to get an early night tonight, I think, and just see how I feel in the morning. Payday tomorrow, so we'll probably all be in a bit of a better mood, and then one day till Friday, so everyone will be happy. Maybe it's just the first few days that are just, don't know, just see how like I said, it's a roller coaster. Gotta keep going, and I'll try and check in on Friday, because there probably won't be much to discuss tomorrow. So yeah, I'll try and check in Friday, and then this is like 2 weeks of farm work vlog that will be uploaded. I've got quite a lot of footage now, because even though it was a shit day on Tuesday, I had my phone with me, because I've got pants now that have pockets, so every given minute I'm slyly getting pictures and videos, because if I'm not doing it for the accommodation and I'm not doing it for the money, then I've got to do it for the memories, and what good's memories if you've not got pictures and videos, I guess. So yeah, and Tom really hasn't got time to edit any of this, so I don't know when this is going to hit YouTube or anything, but I mean, you might see it months down the line, but everyone is asking about it, so I'm going to try and upload all the stuff onto his laptop as soon as I can, really, and just crack on with it as soon as we've got time. My lips are so bad as well from the mud. Awful. But yeah, so I'm currently just sat on the floor at the minute. I don't know why, because there's a chair there, like literally there. But I'm just sat on the floor. We've all just had hot dogs. Tom made hot dogs. Cameron and Courtney are going to make egg sandwiches, because we only had 1 hot dog. Tom had about 3. I only fancied 1 though, to be fair. I might get a packet of crisps or something later. So yeah, see how we go, guys. Hey guys, today is Friday, which means weekend, which means last day of my 2-week vlog. I think this is all I'm going to do. I might check in if people like this video, or if I decide to, because obviously I am only doing this for myself to look back on, so I might decide to do another one in like 4 weeks and see how I've done like a month in, but it might be a bit contradicting because I've already done a 2-week one. I don't know yet, I've not figured that out, but yeah, if you guys want to see more, just let me know, and if you don't, then don't, and I might post it anyway. So today we got up at 5:30 as usual, gets to work for 6:30, but today he did a little bit different. So today me, Tom, Courtney and Cameron went to work at 6:30. Nathan, Yume, Alec and Murray and Sam was working at 6. So we get there and it was really weird just being the 4 of us. So like we sat, like had our coffees, like we got a chai latte from Cubby's, as we do every morning, which was beautiful. Tom gets a latte. I think Courtney and Cameron get like a latte with almond milk. Like I think I even know their order. So we get to work, and Sam, which is the boss, rings Cameron and says, Courtney and Cameron, come down to the other farm. You're going to be planting today, because they did all day yesterday in the shed, which would have been really shitty, like really tedious, because in the shed you're just cutting vines. You're literally just checking like the stem and cutting it and seeing if it's got a, yeah, I can't even explain it, it's just really fucking shitty. But it's not the worst job, like it's just tedious more than anything. So me and Tom did that in the morning, because we'd done planting in the afternoon on the other farm and they'd not, so he just wanted to switch it up, I think. So yeah, they all did that. And then after Smoko, which is a break, so we got a break at 8:30. 8:30, me, Tom and Cam got a break. I didn't fancy anything to eat though, like, because we're usually getting our Smokos at 9:30. I weren't really hungry, so stupid me didn't eat. Right, so Tom's at, I think Cam at, and yeah, so, and then Courtney, Yume, and me and Tom, yeah, and then we waited for Courtney, Cam and Yume came back at like 9 or something, and then he said he's going to switch it up again. And so me, Nathan and Tom went to plant. So we thought we was going back to the farm that we'd been to, where you drive and you go up the road and you go to another farm, but we didn't. Today we stayed on the farm where the shed is to plant on his farm. And the soil just weren't great. It was covered in rocks and it was really just shitty. Like, when I say rocks, I mean like I might as well have been planting. Let me just show you what I mean. Like, because I'm on a caravan site now and I can pretty much show you it's like what I mean. Because obviously if you're watching this and you have no idea, like I would have had no idea. So basically you get something, I don't know what this is probably a corn one or something, but you get something like this, not this. And you have to, there's rows of mud, and you basically, the tractor shoots them down. So you've got 2 people sat on the tractor and it should shoot them down. And when you're sorting out the vines, you're looking for the shortest stem bit, and then you have them all in your hands, and then you're cutting them to fit the basket so it's easier for the people on the tractor. So anyway, you then put it into the floor. Come on, your washing basket as well, isn't that cute? So you then put them into, the tractor puts them into the floor. Okay, which should be nice and easy, and it should plant, which is what it was doing on the other farm. But today on the farm we was at, the soil wasn't proper soil, like it weren't the right soil. I don't even think any of them are going to plant, but it was covered in big rocks, like bigger than this, and this is just a rock of mud. It weren't like that, there was rocks. So I might as well have planted this into fucking concrete. That's how bad it was, right? So they was all like lead on the floor like that. So the person at the end, so it's a 3 people job, well 4, because someone's on the tractor, 2 people are on the tractor at the back, like on seats, putting them in the machine. 1 person stands on the trickle, and then walks along the row where the tractor's been to see if the planter's doing its job, and then you have to hand plant them if it's not. So sitting down on the tractor and just putting the things in, daddle. The walker or the planker or the blanker, whatever they call it, is not easy at all. And in this sun, and just the machine and the soil not being great, it just was a shitter of a day. And then I think I asked Nathan what time it was, and he was like, oh, it's 10:40. And I was thinking, shit, is that it? Like, dinner's not going to be till at least 12:30. I'm starving. Well, the more I thought I'm starving, the hangrier I got. Hangry means hungry and angry, and I was so hangry, to the point where Nathan, bless him, asked me, he said something to me like, oh, do you not think these remind you of food? And I was like, don't fucking say that, I'm starving, please don't speak to me. I was nasty, like I get so bad. I had to apologise in the end because I'm just an awful person. So it was that bad. Sam said, I'm going to get one of the others from sorting the vines out, because after Smoko, he got Courtney, Cameron and Yume to sort the vines out. So he got the others to sort the vines out, and he said he's going to get one of them to come back. Cameron come back, and then we had 2 people planking, which would have made it easier, you know, so it's not, because you've got these massive long rows. It did make it easier having 2 people there. Like, it was not a 1-person job at all. It was so difficult because it just weren't working out. It showed. Like, I'm not a farmer. I mean, I'm only on week 2, but that was so fucking difficult. Anyway, I think it got to me a little bit too much. I think I was a bit too hungry. I think the sun, I was a bit too hot, a bit too bothered, and I got in the tractor at the end and I just cried because I just was not happy, and I just thought, I don't need the money. Like, me and Tom have still got money, we're all right. Like, what are we doing this for? For our 88 days, I could be nice and clean and work in hospitality and not have this worry and have accommodation. Like, we actually only did want farm work to have accommodation, and we still are living out the van and paying to live out the van on a caravan site. But the upside of this is we have made friends, and your friends do bring you out of it. Like, today I was sorting the vines out with Nathan, and we was having a laugh, and I was drinking my beer, and Sam walked in, and like Courtney and Cameron, they're like living on our campsite with us, and they bought a tent, and we're learning her English. Like, you do make friends, and I think that's, in hospitality, I don't think you do, like, because it might just be a couple like me and Tom that are working in the middle of nowhere, 4 or 5 hours away, hospitality. Or we could be doing piece rate, where like it's picking fruit and you get paid on the amount of fruit you get, whereas this is an hourly pay. and etc, and it gets our second year visa done, doesn't it? So I had my moment before. I cried, I was hungry, and I think it doesn't help, like, so basically what happened was I was already hungry, I was already fuming, and then someone come up to me and was like, oh, this row's not done like properly or something like that, and I was like, well, it's fine, I didn't fucking do that row, and I was just on one, and he was only trying to help, and I was just really not having the best day. And yeah, I was saying to Tom, like, that's it, I'm gonna quit. Come Monday, I'm not fucking coming in, I'm quitting after dinner. I was ready to walk back to the farm, but I was fine after I'd eaten. That's the thing, like, once I've ate, I am A-okay. Like, if I don't eat, wow, all hell's gonna break loose. And yeah, I'd had my beer, I was smiling towards the end, I was alright, and then Courtney and May was there as well, and like Tom was speaking to Cameron, and obviously Nathan was just cracking on with it, and we were all just working. But for me, like, girls gravitate towards girls and stuff, don't they? You know, like, you have your friends and stuff, and yeah, I think maybe I was the only one having a shitter, but yeah, I don't know, I think Courtney might have as well. I think she weren't having the greatest day. You may, I don't know if she was having the greatest day or not, but I kept thinking that as well. I'm thinking, right, you're being really selfish here, everyone else is grafting, stop having your moment, you're just gonna have to get on with it. So yeah, we did that. So after dinner, Al said to us, one of you can stay here with Nathan and 2 of you go back out and plant. Well, I was overplanting at 10 o'clock when I was starving. So I said, I'm staying, regardless of what anyone else said. I was staying, and I was sorting out vines, and I put music on my phone, and I carried on drinking my beer, because I thought, worst comes to worst, they sack me, I'm going to quit anyway. That was my attitude, because I just really did not want to be there in that moment. Like, I was so fed up. But then obviously when I was speaking to Nathan, when we were sorting out the vines, knowing that he kind of felt the same that day, I was thinking, hang on a minute, it's not just me, we're all feeling a bit shit, it's just not an amazing day today, like, stop being selfish. And then Sam walks in, and I'm literally, my beer's next to me whilst I'm sorting out my vines, and I've got music on. I mean, I was still working, I still had all the vines in my hand, and I was cutting them and that, and he was like, bit early in it, mate, but he looked dead serious. And I don't know if that's just an Australian thing or not, but I didn't shit myself, because I thought, what are you gonna do? So I just said, yeah, I said I needed it. I said, and Al said I could, because I did ask Al if I could have a beer at dinner. I didn't just go and crack open a beer, like, I did have respect. I'm saying I had respect. I had a beer on a Friday at dinner. It was like 1:45 and I'm already cracking out the beers. I bought the fucking beers, like, it was my crate, and there was only 8 left out of a pack of 36, so I was drinking them. And so yeah, I was sat sorting out the vines, and I was like, yeah, and like, just really over it. And then he started laughing. He was like, I'm only jealous. I was like, alright, he's not in a mood. I think I really thought, like, oh, he's fuming, like, I'm drinking, I shouldn't be drinking. Don't get me wrong, it won't happen all the time, like, I'm not upset, but I did really need it today. Like, I just needed anything just to make me not quit. And yeah, so then he come back and said, basically, like, you've got half an hour left to sort this out, and then I want you both back out there, because I want everyone sorting them out. And then we went back out there, and I realised everyone was feeling a bit shitty, and I just cracked on with it, and I was happy. Like, we was all alright. And then we finished at 3, everyone had a drink, and, well, at about 3, and then we stayed, and we all had a laugh, and we was calling each other nicknames. And yeah, my nickname's Boozer. Tom's is Chubbs, because he keeps calling himself fat, because he's too fat for the tractor, he keeps scratching his belly. Cameron's is Red. Courtney doesn't currently have a nickname. May calls herself Cricket. Nathan's is pretty self-explanatory. He's Ginger, so they call him Ginge. It might change, like, everyone's nicknames might change, but yeah, mine's Boozer. And yeah, Courtney doesn't have one yet. I think it should be Little Bo Peep, because she looks like Little Bo Peep in a little hat. Al, they call him Cunt. I hate that word, so I don't even say it. Or Tom said a funny one, and Cameron, they said shorts, because he wears shorts. I don't think Maury has one, because that's not his name. His name is Nathan, but there's 2 Nathans, so that might be his nickname. And yeah, I don't think Sam just gets boss. So yeah, that's everyone's nicknames. And yeah, that was my day today. Bit of a shit one, but I'm here to tell a tale, and I didn't quit. All get sacked. Might still come, but here we go. Week 2 is done. Our first, like, proper 2 weeks as well, like, because, well, we did start on Monday, yeah, so it's 2 week vlog actually. This week has been a really, really tough week, I'm not gonna lie. Our first week, I feel like we got eased in. It was a lot of just pulling shoots and sorting out sweet potatoes, and it was a nice easy week to ease us in. This hasn't been a nice easy week for Courtney and Cameron. They've had the tractor break on Tuesday, they've had this shit today. They got let down on their accommodation, so they're sleeping in a tent, like on the campsite. So yeah, I do, like, as much as I'm really, really like, oh, this is shit, I hate it, I keep thinking about others and how everyone else is going worse off. Like your mate, it takes her like 4 hours to get home on a bus. So Courtney and Cam have been taking her home. Me and Thomas said we're going to clear the back seats out though, and we will alternate, like, we've taken her home and stuff because it is tight. If we're ever going that way, we'll give her a lift home. But currently now, I don't know if you can see inside the van, it's a shithole because our stuff's there. Like at dinner, we go in and we get our drinks and stuff, and then come now, I think it's like 5:30, 6 o'clock now, I then have to clean the van out because it's dusty and that, like, and we have to sleep in there. So yeah. But this is week 2 vlog, and that's all I've got to say. Hope you guys have liked it and enjoyed it, and yeah, if you haven't, then it's on there for me to just explain a bit how I feel. Pants are a win though. Did you like your pants today? Yeah. This was Tom's first day wearing pants. We've been wearing shorts, and I saw Courtney in pants, Yume wears pants, Cam wears pants. So I thought, you know, I might even try these pants to go. Like, my legs are always cut open, I'm always muddy, and so I just bought a $20 pair from Kmart, and they are a saviour. Like, I've got my wash basket out now ready, and I'm gonna wash them, and yeah, like, they're just, I know it was so hot today, and they're not like, they don't stick to you or anything like that because they're just a cottony stretchy pant kind of thing. They was a saviour. So good. You just don't feel as dirty, I don't think. Like, your legs aren't as filthy, like, it's only your hands and your face and your arms now. So yeah, I do definitely enjoy pants. That's another tip if you're thinking about farm work, get pants, whatever farm work it is that you're doing, pants. Not sure if I'll do like a month vlog or another vlog, and we'll just see how it goes. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope it's been like the honest truth I can give, because I have just tried to vlog every day on how my day's been, and I've tried to get many videos and pictures in as I can. It's been a crazy 2 weeks, and I can't believe it has only been 2 weeks. I feel like I've been there 2 years. Like, it has felt long. But no, it's only been 2 weeks. I've only got another 10 more to go. Is it 10?
Huh?
Have we got 10 more to go?
10 more.
Weeks. Yeah, 10 more of this. Not sure how much of that. But we're 1/6 of the way through. But yeah, you definitely have your friends like keep you up and your morale and things like that. So could be worse. Could be getting paid piece rate, where you're picking fruit and you get paid for the fruit that you pick piece by piece, and you could get rained off and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I keep thinking in my head when I have my little moans. I think it could be worse, but then it could be better as well. I know people at the minute in hospitality, they've got accommodation paid for and they're nice and clean, and it's probably nowhere near this hard. So yeah, just have to take it week by week and see how we get on. I'm going to go get showered in a minute, and hopefully I'll feel $1 million. That is my plan. And then this weekend we're going to an island, aren't we? Where are we going? Oh no, Tom's not booked it yet, but apparently we're going to an island. When Courtney and Cameron get back to Black Country Monday or something. It's a small island, and you can get a ferry on and off and stuff like that. We'll probably have a few drinks, chill by the pool, and just have a really nice weekend. And that'll be good, because obviously it's our first weekend with like friends and things. So yeah, I was going to go to Surfers, but it's Schoolers. Schoolers means like year 12, so they're like 18. They've all finished school, they've had graduations, and they just get pissed off in pubs and clubs, which in England, at 16, 17, when we finished school, we sat on a park drinking cider. They finish school at 18, and they can go in pubs. So yeah, you can imagine what Schoolers will be like at Surfers, because it's the place to go. So yeah, and it's well expensive for just even a night there. And I really don't fancy bumping into a load of 18-year-olds after this week. Like, really do not fancy it. I need a nice, relaxing, chilled weekend, which I'm hoping this one will come up with. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, whatever you want. But yeah, this is 2-week farm life video. Not sure when this will get uploaded because we currently have no time to edit any of these videos because we are working our backside off. So peace.
Why did the golfer take 3 socks? In case it was a hole in one.
Dickhead. Go on, Tom. Get cut in.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Every day.
Hey guys, me again. I was gonna leave this video on 2-week farm life and then do another one in 4 weeks, but I didn't make it 4 weeks because I quit. So basically, we only wanted work for accommodation because we've been living in the van for 3 months, and the plan is to obviously live in the van again for another 3 months after we've done our 3 months farm work, while still having the van to travel to and from work with, but just to use it as a vehicle, not at home as well. And then after the work was done, we was going to head back to Sydney, do Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, like South Australia to Perth. Instead of going that way to Darwin, we was going to go back and do South Australia and then Western Australia. So we had a really good plan. We'd set off from Gympie where it was really hot. That's what really made our mind up about not going to Darwin. It's the wrong time of the year right now to go to Darwin. It's summer here in Australia, which means Darwin would be stinking hot than it already is. We will go to Darwin, but we're going to fly there. We're not going to drive there because Darwin's hot. I think even in their winter, I think Darwin's hot. So yeah. So we'd head off to Tweeds Head where the work was, because we was really hot in Gympie and wanted to start work straight away, and then decided, yeah, like we'll find accommodation around here. But because the area was so nice, like Tweeds Head's lovely, accommodation was really hard to find. So we had an app on our phone called Flatmates. We was looking on Facebook Marketplace, and we was just going to rent somewhere, like a room share or something like that. We had a max budget, and nothing was around. A lot of them wanted like 6-month tenants. Well, we only wanted to stay for 3 months, and a lot of people didn't accept couples, and just like guys on there like, oh, only accepting girls. Really weird. Like, yeah. I'm glad we have the van because I think a lot of people struggle if they don't have anything. So I'm glad we have the van. However, we just wanted it to get out of the van, and we didn't get out of the van. We was working and living in the van, working on a farm and living in the van. Tough, really tough. Like, yeah, and the more we was looking, the more it just weren't becoming available to find somewhere, and we had other options. So basically I know somebody that's doing 88 days. So to stay here another year, I don't know if I've explained this or if you already know, but to stay here, so we've got until September 2023. If we don't want to stay, we can go home. Yeah, but if we want to stay, we have to do regional work. Now your regional work is farm work, hospitality in remote areas, so it's postcode specified, or mining, or there's like a list on the government website of what work counts. Some construction counts and things like that, but again it's like areas, and you've got to have all these certain cards and weather permitting and things like that. So you've got to give yourself longer than 3 months. I've got this backpackers page on Facebook, and a lot of people do what me and Tom do. So they buy a van and then they leave it till last minute, and say in July, yeah, so we've got until September, say they wait till July and they do the 3 months and then they run out of time. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get it done so then I know it's done, so that I can allow days and time that if like weather cancels or if it don't work out. And yeah, I'm glad I have, because obviously this one didn't work out. So yeah, what we're doing now is, I know somebody who works in hospitality, and she said if you can wait till February, she finishes her work and we can basically go there and take over her job. She's got accommodation included. It was more money than what we was on at the farm, and hospitality is not as hard as a farm. I can tell you now it's not, and I've not even done it. Farm work is hard, and even harder if you're coming home back to a van where you've got to plug your electric back in, you've got to sort your van back out, you've got to clean your van out, you've got to then go and have a shower, you've then got to cook some tea with no proper cooking facilities, and you've then got to go and do shopping for your dinner, and you've got like the smallest fridge to live out of, and it's just really hard. Yeah, it just and it was getting on top of me. I don't want to go to work upset. I don't want to be upset at work, which I had done a couple of days there because it got to me too much. So yeah, I quit because I'm a sayer. I'm a doer, not a sayer. And I kept saying I was going to do it, and I kept thinking about it, and the more I was thinking about it, and I just sod it. On the Thursday I told him, and he come back and tried to like buy us fish and chips. I don't know if that's because he knows I'm from Fleetwood, but yeah, he bought us fish and chips, which was nice. And then we didn't actually see him when we left, so like he threw me a text and said like, oh, good luck with your next job, and yeah, it was just nice knowing you and things. So we left amicably. I didn't tell him to shove it. It was nice, and yeah, it was just purely like accommodation, and I just weren't happy. Like, don't want to be upset at work. Like, if I wanted that, I could, yeah. I don't know, I've got no ties here, have I? Not, like, me and Tom have got no ties. We're living in a van, we've got no bills to pay. We don't really need the job that much to stay there, and yeah. So I thought, no, I'm not upset. I'm not doing it. I'll go find something else, and if it doesn't work out, I'll find something else again. And then you've had experience in different things. So since we've done that, since we've left, it's been 2.5 weeks now since we've left. Since we've left, we've worked 2 days on a garlic farm. Yeah, 2 days on a garlic farm, just a casual helping a friend out. Well, so basically what happened was we left with the thinking that, oh well, we've got 2 months to spare because we left in like December. We've got 2 months to spare until February. We could just spend Christmas in like Byron or Sydney, drive down, wait around for this work, just free camp for a while. Like, we've killed time before. We've waited 2 weeks for on one random car park for Tom's new iPad thing to come, so we can kill time. Like, that's not a bad thing. And Tom actually thought, no, I'll ring Michael, who helped us fix our van, and see if he's got any work going, because he did mention when we met us at Surface that he had work going. So he did get Tom work, and we stayed at his for 2 weeks. So that's what we've been doing for 2 weeks. This explains this on my arm and my knee. I'm not going to show you my knee, but basically I had to wear one of these, which I'm not wearing now because it's stupid, and my knee feels better, and I'm not, yeah, I'll wear it for bed just to shut Tom up. But yeah, you can get new knees anyway. I'm not bothered. I'll get a new knee at 50, but right now I'm 21. I'm not walking around with that stupid thing on. So yeah, and it feels better. So I fell off a motorbike. It was my own stupid fault. I didn't listen to Tom. Blah 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 blah. So we've been there for 2.5 weeks. We've worked on garlic farms. I've helped pick the kids up. Tom's helped Michael with landscaping. We've helped do like septic tank trenches, and yeah, we just learned a lot of different things in that time. And I think if we'd stayed longer, he'd have set us up with more work, because he'd mentioned obviously he had a bit more for us today. But the girl who I know who mentioned waiting around till February, her boss actually rang me and said we can start sooner. So we're starting this hospitality job. Well, I'm doing hospitality and Tom's going to do gardening, but she did say that the hospitality runs like festival seasons, so it's not always guaranteed like work. However, I did say I'm happy to do the gardening because that's always guaranteed work, and that'll just get my days done, won't it? So we're going to meet up with her on Sunday. Today's Friday, so yeah, we're going to meet up with her on Sunday, and then I should start my new job. And the location looks beautiful, like it looks so nice, and I'll keep you guys up to date on how I go about doing it and what happens with my regional work. And yeah, who knows, might stay there 3 weeks, might stay 3 months, you don't know. But it's accommodation included. It's better because the location is not amazing. It's like 2 hours from Sydney, and there's not really much else around there. It's like 2 hours west of Sydney, and there's literally nothing around there. So the only thing I'm dreading a little bit is like getting cabin fever, because I'm used to being around people and things. But I suppose if I'm working and it's busy, I'll be around people, and it's hospitality, so you're always going to be around people, so I don't know what I'm bothered about. So yeah, hopefully it's just easy enough to save money and get accommodation, the two things that we wanted to start working for, to be able to save for our travels. I'm not saying farm work's completely out the window for next year, because them rules haven't come in yet. Next year, however, though, you do have to do like 100 and some days, so it's like 6 months worth of work. You never know, we might get a farm with accommodation, or yeah, don't know. But if we do this, if we do our regional work, we've got until September 2024 to worry about that anyway. And I do want to study. I think I've decided I want to study So, and Tom wants to do his heavy goods license, so we might not even have to do it anyway, even if that law doesn't come into effect, because I could go on a study visa and Tom maybe could get sponsored, or don't know what's going to happen, do you? But yeah, that's the plan so far, and I thought I'd just keep you guys up to date. This is kind of going to be the end of this vlog now. I know I did say before, like, the 2-week one was going to be the end, but no, this is going to be the end, because otherwise they would have all just commented and asked me, and it's easier to put up a video and explain what went on, why I quit, and did I enjoy it? On a whole, not really. First week, yeah. Meeting friends, yeah. The work, no. No. It wasn't even that it was hard, it was just dirty. And yeah, I don't know, I can't even explain it. Like, even the garlic farm I worked on, that went hard and it weren't as dirty. But like the toilet, oh, I know I'm camping and I know I'm in a van, but I can still have, like, yeah. That's all I'm going to say. 2 weeks at Michael and Amelia, so it's been really good, and we're so grateful we met them. They're literally the best family we've met. Like, they're like our Australian family. Can you hear Tom in the good background giggling? He's watching something on his iPad thing and he's just giggling away. It's probably some YouTube video. Probably me. He's probably watching me, laughing at me, because I'm so funny. I'm gonna go anyway because I'm waffling again, and this is probably gonna be a mega long video anyway. But yeah, you guys enjoyed it, and if you're thinking of coming to Australia and you're looking at work, I looked at Australian backpacker pages. Waytree is really good. I found Waytree on TikTok, and then I realised that they do like jobs and stuff like that. Australia Backpackers, Waytree, Seek. There's lots of like things that you can look at to get jobs. But I just basically posted a thing about me and Tom, and then a lot of it's like not who you know, because you can get stuff without knowing people. You can, but it does help knowing people and knowing situations and just getting contacts and stuff, which we've got with Michael and Amelia. That's why we ended up on that garlic farm. And yeah, just going out your way and speaking to people and doing things that you normally wouldn't do. Yeah, so I hope you liked. Bye guys.